Hughes from Advanced Soft Tissue and Remedial Massage, or Advanced SRM, and in this video what I want to do is I want to show you some key rehabilitation exercises that really help with sacroiliac joint pain. Okay, now when we think of the sacroiliac joint, what I'm thinking about is the sacrum and the ilia or hip bones on either side, and the sacroiliac joint is comprised of these three components. Now the pain itself that people experience across this joint are often due to hypermobility, okay, excessive movement of the joint, or hypomobility, where there's undue stress, stiffness in the joint itself. And this can be the result of issues with transverse abdominis, the obliques. It might be that they've got an underactive glutes, or they've got an excessively tight piriformis. It might be that tensor fasciae latae is tight too. So these exercises I'll show you today, okay, in this video, they're only examples of exercises you could do at home. They're not a definitive guide to how to help with this dysfunctional pain that you might feel across the sacroiliac joint. Okay, so use them as a guide. If you do try them and you feel pain as a result, stop that exercise, don't do it. Go and find a relevant or an appropriate professional and seek their advice in terms of how to do an exercise properly, and they'll guide you through which of these exercises is best for you. Right, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to work on a hamstring stretch on the left leg. I'm going to use my yoga belt here. I'm just going to take the leg up, raising it, keeping it straight at the knee until it comes up, and I've got a nice stretch through the hamstring here. Okay, once I'm in stretch, I'm going to work on my breathing. I'm going to work on 5 deep breaths. And I continue that, like I said, to 5 deep breaths. Of course, if it's feeling incredibly intense and by 2 or 3 deep breaths it's just too much, then lower the leg and release the stretch. I'd like you then to repeat that on the right leg, and if you're feeling really good, then repeat the stretches on both legs for about 3 times. In this exercise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on strengthening the glutes. Obviously the muscles there have attachments to the sacrum. What I'd like to do is work the left hand side for you first. So just relaxing down in prone position, work on my left. I'm going to clench my left glute, and I'm just going to raise. Okay, hold for a deep breath and lower, relax. Repeat that, clench the glutes, okay, and lower. Okay. Now what I would do here with this exercise, I would repeat it for about 8 repetitions, okay, so 8 repetitions, and then I would do that on the opposite leg too. If it's feeling really good, then I might repeat that for 2 sets, okay? Right, and that is how you might work on strengthening the glute. So this is a very basic quadricep stretch. I'm going to work again on my left leg here for you first. I'm going to catch the ankle here with my left hand. I'm going to bring it up towards my glute at the back, and with the knee bent, I'm going to feel a nice stretch through the left leg. I can pull up if I need to increase the stretch. Make sure that the hips are tilted forward and you're not arching that back, so you're just working purely on the front of the quads. Once you've got the stretch on, work on your breathing. And hold for at least 5 deep breaths. Now, again, what I'm looking for you to do is to repeat that on the right leg, all feeling good, and do that about 3 times on each leg. Okay, thanks. Here I'm in what you would call a hip adductor stretch, okay, or hip adductor stretch, adductor stretch. Okay, I'm sitting with my back against the wall, nice and straight in posture. I'm lowering the knees out to the side with my feet together, and I can use my elbows to add a bit of weight and increase the stretch along the adductors here. Okay, so again, working on the breathing. Build up to around 5 deep breaths, and with each breath you'll feel the adductors release that little bit more, and you'll increase the stretch, okay? And again, if it's too much to try and get to 5 deep breaths, stop earlier. Maybe it's 2 or 3. Once you relax, give it another go. Try that at least 3 times. So here I'm going to work on isometric hip adduction. Okay, I'm going to place the yoga block between the knees. You could use a ball if you need to, or any other object, could be a folded towel. Just going to give something there, put something there for a little bit of pressure that I can work on with the legs. I'm going to lay back, okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze in with my knees, pushing that way in towards the block for about a deep breath and release. Okay, again, squeeze and release. Again, squeeze and release. Okay, so this is going to help strengthen the adductors. Okay, again, work here up to about 8 repetitions, all right, and if you can do that and manage that really well, then increase it to 2 sets.